Hey, PJ, are you there? Nice. All right, let's see what we got going into the close here. All right, be like that then. Hey everybody, RJ, there you are. Chino. Now the question is, a couple things I've installed over the weekend. Live stream chat. Okay, I gotta see if that starts working. Stop virtual cam. Okay. All right, spy on the 1 minute. How about the 2 minute? Okay, well, we've established support at 426.30, that's for sure. And right now, at 427.30. All right, fair deal there. Got 14 minutes till the market closes. Yeah, very sideways, very sideways. Yeah, twisty turny days. Sideways is no direction. You're probably just going to get whipped out of every trade you make on sideways days. Watch yourself. It's just, that's the way it is sometimes. XLU, green all day though. Whoo-wee. XLU did the best across the board utilities. And how did BTU come out? Let's see. And let me see if there's anything closing strong. You guys on Twitch, can you tell me how's the stream quality? Is it 720p source or 1080p source? Because I'm trying a much higher bitrate today. It still might drop us down though. If you can check what it says for source, let me know. And I think there's a delay. 20-second delay or so. Oh, much less. Okay. 720. Yeah, shoot. Gotta get that working. 24 frames per second. No drop frames. 4K. Upload. No drop frames. 30 frames per second. 10% CPU. Everybody says 720. That's good. But when I went in here to settings, video, I put, 1080p. Oh, maybe I have it downscaling somewhere. Let me double check. Audio, not there. Could be in the output. No, they're not rescaling the output. Okay. Just one of those things. How about on YouTube? Anybody able to go on YouTube for me? And or if anybody's on YouTube, can you tell me? Can you write back? Can you tell me if the stream is able to go to 1080p? Because I'm getting 1080p somewhere. That's progress. All right. But closing strong. We got Nog. What is this? No. That's not closing strong. Where is the strong bullish candle? Okay, there we go. M. Is that an X or two I's? I can barely freaking read that. MXC? Yeah, Mexico Energy Corporation with more volume than it's had in a long time. MXC. So this is something that you might want to get into for continuation at the end of the day here. All right, looking pretty good. Let me see if there's any options on this. Okay, MXC is what I'm peeking at right now. Let's see what we got here. Checking if there's any options on that. MXC. Let's see. I think it says no. Okay, no options. All right. Well, the risk of that is that it goes all the way back down overnight to where it started from. Okay, that's how you got to think of it. So $12 to $17 is $5 a risk. So take 1% divided by 5. 1% of your portfolio divided by 5. That's how many shares you can get. All right, so in this particular account I have here, I've got about 15 grand in that one. So I'll do 30 shares. Closing strong, MXC. Maybe in the morning I'll have another $100 in there. We'll see. Up at a couple points. I wish the situation was better, where we didn't have to risk so little, I guess you could say. But that's fine. That's how you make sure you don't die. Okay. 720 on YouTube. Okay, great. We're not great, but hey, at least we're troubleshooting. Ooh, SPY pulling back right now. If it breaks that 427.30 level, that's not good. 9 minutes to the close, 8 minutes to the close. Couldn't find the Twitch finally here. Hey, Jamal. Oh, sorry, yeah. I didn't really post it or anything. Hello, everybody. I think we can hang out a little bit after the closing bell, if you'd like. We can do a little chart analysis. Would you like that? I can be on for an hour. I did an hour massage in the Costco chairs. I was in there. That was pretty cool. Let's turn on my jellyfish, huh? I really do need the right laundry detergent for that, apparently. Okay, we got 8 minutes to the close. Let's examine some more opportunities here. Analyst upgrades. Strong bullish closing. Vaso. That's an 8-cent stock. Not too interested, but maybe I am. Let me see. Vaso. No, not enough volume. But that one, MXC, it's doing something. So did you guys get some shares on that? MXC. Wow, got all kinds of things on. Huh. Are you going to call the jellyfish names? Yeah. AEE. Eric. Yeah, no, not really. Not loving the AEE. What else we got? Top 20 percent gainers on the day. NOG. NOG. Oh, fuck yeah. Holy crap. Oil and gas, yeah. Northern Oil and Gas. NOG. What do you think? You think oil's going to continue? Yeah, I think it's going to be a rough ride, frankly, all week. I mean, coming right out of the gate like that. But this is a pretty strong close on NOG. All right, I'll get some options on that. NOG. Got to go for, what's that now, 24.60? Got to go for 22.60 for $2 of risk on NOG. $2 of risk, so 150 divided by 2 for me, 1% of my portfolio. 75, so I can get basically one in the money to delta option for overnight on that one. That'll be fine by me, as long as the option is liquid. Where's that delta? Where's that delta? There we go. It's looking like the 22, and it's not very liquid. Yeah, it is liquid. It's just got a very wide bid ask. I'm gonna have to go jump up to the 23. 23 overnight and offer what is it at right now? 255 on the ask, so 230. Let's see if I get that. Just let it sit there for a minute. Oh, all right, somebody took it. I guess they think I'm a fool. Maybe I am. I don't know. I was at Costco for the last 3 hours. We got like 4 minutes until the close. PVAC, also closing strong right now. Oh yeah, definitely going for PVAC. That looks really good. And we want to take it all the way back to yesterday's close, so $29.50, and it's at basically $32.50, so $3 of risk. 1% of your portfolio. For my case, that's $150. Divided by 3 is 50. So let's look up PVAC. It does have options. And the delta, what is the liquidity of these puppies? Delta, wow, okay. Can get the 30. Okay, I'm getting PVAC. There we go. All right, so we got PVAC. I don't even remember the first one. Do you guys? MXC, PVAC, and NOG for potential overnight continuation. Looks like Zenny is breaking out right now to new highs finally. Like the action on Zenny is starting now at the end of the entire day. Thank you very much, Zenny, XENE, by the way. Yeah, but I don't like the rhetoric, Jamal. I don't like the rhetoric. I don't think it's going to sway any Republicans. I don't think that's going to change anything. I mean, Biden is like, I wish the Republicans, he said something like, I wish the Republicans would just let the Democrats get things done. It's like, yeah, can you just let Hitler do what he wants to do, please? You know? It doesn't necessarily mean it's a good thing, you fucking motherfucker. It's like, come on, we need checks and balances. That's what this country's about. Just because you want to do it doesn't mean everybody does. So let's figure this out. What an asshole. Let's try reaching across the aisle and have some diplomacy and let's work this out. So I don't think he has the right rhetoric to actually get anything done right now. I think he's way off. I think he's just way off. All right, we got 1 minute to the close. Let's see if we can find one more thing to get into. NOG, LabD. Let's see. No, that's not a that's a ETF. Gel, Genesis Energy. We already got into the energy. Let's not get too overexposed. Hibbs. Not enough volume. We got Verb coming up right now. Strong bullish close on Verb. Yes, Verb. There we go. Verb 235 from 195, 40 cents of risk. 150 divided by 0.4 is, wow, I'll have to use the calculator on that. 375, so I'm going to buy 375 shares of Verb right now at the close. Buy 375. At market. Okay, so that's it for me. That's the shopping spree. End of the day shopping spree. There we go. Verb, MXC, NOG, and PVAC. Okay, that's what I just got in. End of the day here. Let's see how they can shape up in after hours and overnight. All right, how did you guys do today? this thing is supposedly supposed to be relaying our chat. Let me see. I'll test it here. Into here. Let's see. Testing. If this shows up in Twitch. Yeah, man. Jamal, yeah, I did that pretty fast, right? But I already have my screen set, you know? It's not like I just pulled them out of thin air. I have a program screener that I made, custom. It's mine, called Strong Bullish Close. And it finds those stocks that in the last like 10 minutes of the day, and all day have been trading pretty heavy, but then the last 10 minutes of the day are like within like 0.5% of their high. And it's like making this huge run. It's a program there. Can you go over how to notice the sideways shit before getting stopped out 3 to 4 times? Yeah, absolutely. Brandon, yeah. It's actually in the Market Mastery, but you know, you need to hear it probably. Absolutely. Look, so anytime, here, we'll make it really nice and big for you. Over here. There we go. Okay. I'm just going to use SPY as an example because it's right there too. Let's see. I have some kind of drawing tools here that I got. What else? Setting this sheet up. Annotate screen. Okay, these aren't necessarily the tools I like, but I'll use them. Can I go with a line? No, let me get that off. Oh no. Stop annotations on the screen. Okay, good. And it wasn't this one either, I don't think. Shit. I bought it and now it's not showing up. Yo, this is it, I think, yeah. Line tool. Okay. Yes, and where are the little controls though? It gives me all the colors and stuff. Oh, that's right there. Okay. Line. Okay, good. All right, so this is it, Brandon. Everything was good. Look, bouncing off of the 20. Right? Bouncing off of the 20. Staying on this side of the 20. That's a trend. Okay, when it stays on that side of the 20. Great day today. Awesome, RJ. Oh, man, awesome. And then, here it is. Cuts across the 20. Now we're going... now we're potentially going sideways. Even though it didn't come back up over that pivot right there. Just cutting across the 20 like that should raise your eyebrows, okay? And then cutting again. Maybe we're still in a trend, but we're cutting across the 20, and that's it. We're cutting across the 20 again. That's it. Once you start cutting across the 20 back and forth like that, we're going back and forth across the 20. Yeah, that's when you know that you're sideways at the moment. And look at it, cutting across the 20, cutting across the 20, cutting across the 20, cutting across the 20. That's all it did, is cut across the 20. It's going sideways all day. That's what it's all about, cutting across the 20. In order for you to be in a trend, it needs to stay on one side of the 20. Here we go. We bounce off the 20 right there. And then, unfortunately, it didn't continue. We cut across the 20. It was a fake. It was basically a fake out, this little region right there. And then we bounced again off of the 20. We're like, oh, maybe we're going down. No, that was a fake out too. So then we're just going sideways. So the whole day was just a bunch of bullshit to try and rip the money out of your pockets. Yeah. So did you understand that, Brandon? Good? My order entry is covering it. Son of a bitch. But do you get it? No, hang on. Let me get rid of this and I'll do it again. Clear screen. Okay. Enter ghost mode. I think it's what it's called. Okay. What I have to do is look at what you're seeing to double check. Okay, I see. Everything I told you was covered up by what? What is that up there? Oh, I see what that is. That was my order screen. Yeah. Okay. Well, good to know from now on. That's a different layout than I'm used to. Okay, so I'll show you up here on the... up there. All right, look. Let's do it again. Staying on this side of the 20, this trend. Therefore becomes a trend, directional, because it's staying on one side of the 20. It's directional. Okay. And then cuts across the 20 right there. Cuts across the 20. Anything that goes like shing shong right across the 20 like that, that should tell you. Oh, did that message from... No, it didn't come across. Okay. Let me see if I can put... hold on one sec. Let me see if I can put the text from the group back on. Okay, there we go. Now, back to drawing. So, Brandon, this is mostly for you, but anyone who's watching. Okay, cutting across the 20. Cutting across the 20 again. There's some respecting of the 20 going on in here, so that can make you feel like, well, okay, maybe we're gonna go down, right? But it doesn't. Cuts across the 20. 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 Bounces off of it. Hits over here. Fake out. Fake retest. Failed retest. Cuts across the 20. Cuts across the 20. Cuts across the 20. Cuts across the 20. All those cuts across the 20s are telling you that this is a sideways market. And then right there, it bounces for a moment, tries to go in that direction, fakes out, cuts across the 20. We're back in it. Comes back over here, bounces off the 20, respects the 20. So maybe we're respecting a direction. You got to be ready to enter a trade there. Does not, cuts across the 20, cuts across the 20 for the end of the day, and cuts across the 20. So it's just, that's all sideways. If you could draw just like kind of how much to the side of the 20 it was, like if you could draw the 20 as a channel, like look at the yellow line. It's kind of hard for you to see, but this is essentially the yellow line drawn on the top, right? And it's staying inside. It's staying inside there. Okay, so that's how you know it's going sideways. Same thing on the bottom. If I just follow that yellow line down visually, I mean, we are totally staying within a channel on the 20. That's sideways. It's clear as day. That's called sideways. Clear as day, right, Brandon? Yeah, I mean, or more. It should be on the other side of one of the 20. It should be on one of the sides of the 20. Okay. Yeah, when things whip back and forth across the 20, your what do you call it? You should at least go on alert, mentally. It's like, oh shoot, maybe we're going sideways. When it's early, it's possible to mistake it for consolidation. Yep, and that's just trading. That's just how it goes. You have to be quick to exit and stay on your feet and respect those pivot points. I mean, technically, with pivot point trading, let's clear the screen. Clear screen. is Command Delete. Let's see if it works. Command Delete. There we go. Cool. So what I was saying is, technically, if you look at this from a pivot point perspective, your entrance was you got the bottom of pre-market here as one potential. Okay, agree. Another one is the opening, like, couple minutes of trading, right down there. Opening range, OR, opening range breakout, ORB. Okay, and it then took direction right there. So that's one entrance you could have took, and here's another entrance you could have took. Okay, so you're in either way, right? And then if you just follow pivot points from there, it never breaks for that whole trend. And what I'm getting at here, I'll show you in just a second. See, it still has not broke. Still making lower highs and lower lows. Okay. And what I'm getting at is, look, it still hasn't broke. Trend is you're still in it. And so far, you're not getting out unless it breaks. You're not getting out unless it breaks this high. And you're still in it, technically, as far as pivot point trading is concerned. Not 20 moving average style trading. Pivot point trading. Okay? And then right here, it breaks for just 4 minutes. And it could have been the break could have been at the last minute or last 20 seconds of this bar, and then come back down in the first 10 seconds of that bar. We don't know. We would have to be really in the moment to know. In other words, if you were babysitting that, you might have even been able to stay in right there. Technically. Let's say you did, then you're still in it. And that's like another one of these little soft fudge spots that you have to... So, nothing that destructive, unpredictable, or anything that you did not prepare for using pivot point trading would have really messed with your head. You know, it never really knocked you out of the play. If it did at all, it knocked you out over here. But, you know, I think I would have been highly suspicious when it did that and given it a little breathing room myself, you know, because I've seen it so many times. And allowed it to come back down a little bit, allowed it to breathe a little bit on my stop, and then just get out. I probably would have got out somewhere along here when it was testing these lows again. Do you know why? Because there's no time left on the day. What am I going to do? Risk, you know, it breaking down more, which is not necessarily going to happen. It's testing these lows. This is, in other words, I'm thinking this is my last opportunity to be a moron and not take profits right here at the end of the day, when I know I always exit my positions at the end of the day. Are you guys hearing me okay? I'm on my headset mic, I think. Oh, no, I'm not on my headset mic. I'm on this one. You guys are probably hearing me pretty good. So anyway, that's a good trade, you know. You just got to be in from the beginning of the day. This was SPY. And then when things went sideways, you just stay in it. You just stay in it. According to pivot point trading, you just stay in it. And according to 20 moving average trading, you'd be out. At some point there, you would be out, you know. If you learn that from me, from the using the moving averages for trading. Let's see, let me clear that. And I just go, what did they say? Command daily? Yeah, cool. Ghost mode. Okay, cool. That's useful. Yeah. Any other questions? Anybody? How'd you do today? It's kind of glitchy. It might be just you, but it might not be. Anybody else? Experiencing kind of a glitchy experience. Choppy. Welcome, Jose Beast 23. Shouldn't amplitude entry be 57.1 high? Was at 56.90. Chart trader. Yeah, I think you're right. But did it hit it? Didn't it hit it? I think we got it at 55. Trade options in Canada. Yeah, forget it. Facebook puts, says Elliot. Yeah, how did Facebook do today? Was it just a nosedive? No, it also went sideways. Basically, the market followed Facebook all day. Yours is fine. Okay, Jamal, so seems fine. Oh, good. Good, because, man, it would suck to have to deal with yet another troubleshooting issue. This one I got to get to now is to try to get it up to a 1080p or more, really. Cool. All right. And how about gold? Gold ended up. Very nice. Okay. Yep, gold definitely going into protection mode. If gold gets over 1788, which is pretty close to 1768, if it's pretty close to it, that'll create a lot of energy, which might break it up and over this resistance zone up there. This resistance territory. I'll draw a line there. So we'll have to see in the coming days if it can do that. Brandon says, I'll ask another if no one else will. Discord looking good today, by the way. Discord looking good today. What about it, Jamal? What about the Discord? Oh, no, we used the Zoom. I'll ask another if no one else will. I've noticed commodities trending up since SPY is trending down. Any thoughts on best way to trade these or what tickers to watch? Oh, there's just a ton of commodities trades. You could go after corn. So corn, obviously, commodities. Base materials, so aluminum, copper. Let me see if I can find a symbol for copper on my board. Commodities, there they are. Well, we have glitter, which is silver, gold, and all that. Look at that. Glitter, Global Trans Invest. Never mind. Glitter. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now I'm trying to think of for copper. Where is it? Copper, CPER. So what's one that you've noticed has been trending? No, I mean, right, we're on Discord. It looks better than last time. No, I mean, right now, we're on Discord. It looks better than... We're not in Discord. We're on Twitch right now. What are you talking about? There's nothing different on Discord. I'm following you, man. Jamal's like, never mind. But maybe if you can explain it. I'm curious. And, Apple underneath 140. Nice. Apple way down. Apple from peak 157 down to 138. 157. Almost 13% off its peak. Let's see here. Boop. 12% off the high. So that's going to start imagine, tectonically. What imagine like we're in slow motion land, right? But tectonically, Apple just dropped 13%, right? So what comes after a tectonic plate, comes down like that? You get kind of a rebound, right? Vibration. So my point here is that Apple is now, that's a big move. That's a big recent move. It hasn't had a big 12% drop like that in a long time. And so what it's going to do now is just going to boom, boom, bing, boom, bing, boom, boom, boom. It's going to settle. It's going to take a while. But then eventually, there'll be a time to get in. And so we'll keep an eye on it. MB. Confused. The words Twitch is better at the moment than last time. Not super blurry this time. Oh, you're saying that the resolution looks better on this stream? Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, and that is, I did up it to supposedly have twice as good. Yeah, not as blurry. Better than that's when the last time was not super blurry. Yeah. Okay, gotcha. Cool. Thanks for letting me know. I probably will be able to play back the stream later, so be able to see that. Any other chart analysis you'd like me to do, anybody? Don't be shy. Say hello if you're new. We got into, right at the close there, we got into NOG. And it looks like that may not be trading in after hours. MXC is down. And we got into PVAC and Verb. And so far they're pulling back. Were you live on TikTok? I was for 6 minutes. About hello. About 10 minutes before the market opened. I was live on TikTok for about 6 minutes, and then something weird happened. The TikTok, something weird happened. So then I rebooted the stream, but they didn't promote it because I guess something weird happened on the first stream. So the second stream, they didn't promote it. First stream was hot. A lot of people were coming in. Second stream was meh. So, but I was live on TikTok for about an hour and a half. What happens with dollars invested in SPY? I know it goes to certain large cap stocks, but how does it affect the prices of those stocks? You're new? Okay, Shma. So, whatever ETF you are investing in, I'm not sure what their deal is with the underlying 500 securities. I don't know if they simulate it and so they get to keep all the money as an ETF, or if they actually invest in all those for you, which they probably do, because I think regulation-wise that would be the right thing to do. So your money gets invested in those stocks by their account. Does that make sense? You're buying SPY, and then the guys over there are like, hey, thanks. And then they turn around and they buy everything. All right? But it's all automated and liquid. However, that might not be the case. SPY might operate slightly differently than VOO. And so, I don't know. You could look that up if you really want to understand the technical things going on behind it, but I don't give a shit, because you go in SPY, it acts and behaves just like the S&P 500, 100% exactly like it. Whatever it is that's fine for me. I joined and you said Xene. Right, no, it said Xene, is Xene. The TikTok had written on it, Xene, Xene, but we had no entrance. We were nowhere near entrance on Xene. We didn't get into Xene today. There was never a trigger. $1 equals $5 in indexes. Man, I don't know what they mean by that. Maybe because of fees that, like if you wanted to take $1, divide it up and invest it in fractional shares across all 500 securities, maybe it would cost you $4 in fees somehow, NYSE fees and stuff. So maybe that's what they mean by that. Saves you money. Look, they're going to tell you a million reasons why you should put their money into the S&P 500. It's like putting money into the stock market bank. Oh, I got messages here. What is this? Unread notifications. Dropped frames detected over the last 2 minutes. Okay, cool. Oh, I'm glad it shows me that. And let me see here. We're streaming at 4.2. Wow, I had 18,000 drop frames. So something happened back there. Oh, let me try putting it into performance mode. Boom. Okay, supposedly this should improve things. Let's see. Yeah, I think it is. Okay, good. Zine is up $16. Yeah, I know that. But that's $16 from yesterday. It's not actually up. It's down from pre-market. Like it didn't do that great today. Like, how can I explain this? If you are going to a racetrack, right? And then and you see a horse win a race. So you say, oh man, that horse is a winner. So then you bet on it. But the race is over. I don't know if that's the best analogy, but in other words, the $16 that Zene went up already went up by the time you got to it. And it didn't go up more, it actually went down. So it was a loser. And we didn't get into it because of that. Does that make sense? Yeah, Ishmael, how can I respond on YouTube from here? I'm not sure. Let me see if I can go to my channel, get into the stream, and send you a link. Let's see. I think there's a link in the description, Ishmael, no? Let's see. Ishmael, is there a link in the description to learn more about trading, I think? And Joey, yeah, I think there's I believe I put a link in the description to learn more about trading. Maybe I didn't. Let me know if I didn't. Yeah, you're already in the Discord, Ishmael, but what I'm saying is that I have Market Mastery video lessons. Yeah, I don't think you have it. So let me just click in there real quick and I'll mute this puppy and I'll type it to you. No, it's not in there. Okay. All right, here we go. Look. There you go. And I'll pin that message. There we go, there we go. I have a question. What happens with... Okay, so that was an interesting question, Jamal. But really also... not practically necessary to actually know why that works, I suppose. It's kind of like going on an airplane, getting a ticket to go on an airplane, right? You don't have to be like, but why does it fly? Right? You just get on the airplane. Like, your interest in why does it do that shows that you might be more interested in the mechanics of the electronics and the making and running of an ETF, electronic trading fund, and maybe you want to become a hedge fund manager or work at one or something and have fun. You know what I mean? Like, it shows that you have an interest in that side of it. I was trying to correlate it to the tech drop. Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, the S&P 500 is like 50% of what the NASDAQ is. Okay? And the Dow Jones Industrial Average is like the other 50% of what the S&P 500 is. So it's like the S&P 500 is like in the middle between industrials, the Dow Industrials, and the Qs, NASDAQ. So when NASDAQ is tanking and the industrials are going up, you're going to see SPY, or the S&P 500, kind of going sideways, right? What you got to really worry about was when today they all three started going down. Not too good. That's not a happy place. I will, man. I will. All right. Any other questions? Last questions. So I was just testing this stream to see what if I could get it up to 1080p. I might test it a little bit later too. PFAC is starting to move up. Let's see, in after hours. Hasn't been much movement, but I guess from where I got it, it's looking good. Up 2%. Entering a trade after a large power bar. Yeah, excellent. I mean, like, you have such a good chance of that working out. Was there an example today? Brandon, like a ticker? Ha! Bitcoin just surpassed Facebook in market cap. That's cool. Kind of apples to oranges, though. Yeah, entering a trade after a power bar is a good idea. How do you decide if something is shortable when it's significantly up pre-market? Well, it is. Like, let's look at OPGN today. Okay. So yeah, you see my screen. You see my see the pre-market there. Okay, there it is. So trading began this morning. Around, let's see, Monday. So this is all from today. I was going to show you how there was 2 different days here, but no, this is all from today. Yesterday, Friday, 2.75. This stock OPGN was at 2.75 at closed. Then it opened up a bit and started to have a lot of activity. Pulled back earlier in the morning and then continued much higher. So Jamal, you may be aware that if this run doesn't make it all the way back up to here, what is it? Then this is called a failed retest. What do we watch out for when there's a failed retest? Neckline breakdown. Right here. So this was a short right here. And isn't it lovely? Right here, it went up and did another failed retest. Another neckline breakdown. Just happy days all together. There's another one. Couldn't break over the pivot. So you're still in. Broke down more. Just tested this recent pivot. Broke down more. It's almost the end of the day. Retest the end of the pivot. And you're out at the end of the day right there. So that trade was 3.35 to 2.9. So that's 3, 5, and 10, 0.45. So 45 cents. Let's see. Redo. 45 cents from 3.35. So 14% gain. 14% gain. That's good. That's a good trade. So, but in order to trade that, it needs to be, let's see, clear screen. You know, my kids are here from school, back home from school. In order to trade that, it needs to be easy to borrow, or, you know, just have no problems, not hard to borrow. And so you look here in Thinkorswim, and it says HTB right there. Whenever you're going to trade, it tells you. It doesn't tell you if you're not going to trade. If you're going to trade, it tells you right here, HTB, and that means hard to borrow. So it means that Thinkorswim, you won't be able to short that in Thinkorswim. Okay? You go over to Apple, and you won't have that problem. See, ETB, easy to borrow. You can short that. You go to Tesla, hard to borrow. You can't short that. You go to Microsoft, should be easy to borrow. Easy to borrow. So you can short that. Let's see, you go to Clove, hard to borrow. Everybody's already borrowed. Everybody wants to short the hell out of that one. Baba. Oh, Baba is actually easy to borrow. It's an excellent short, though, in my opinion. So, anyway, so you can't necessarily trade every stock that has a short opportunity on Thinkorswim. You might have to go to another brokerage to do short trades with on certain stocks. And, you know, you might have to go to a boutique shorting brokerage, which, you know, when you get to that level, you'll have to do, and you'll experiment with those and find the right one. And you have to pay a fee. You have to say, hey, I want 10,000 shares of OPGN. Was it? Yeah, OPGN. 10,000 shares of OPGN. So that'll be 10,000 shares of OPGN at 3.4 is going to be $34,000, right? 10,000. Am I doing the math right on that? Yeah, 34,000 shares. And they're going to say, okay, that'll be, you know, 25%. So you're going to have to pay times 0.25. You're going to have to pay $8,500 for that. So you go, okay, and they do it, and they deduct $8,500. Whether you win or lose, you pay $8,500. And they're going to have a different percentage you pay at those kinds of firms, depending on how tasty it is. You know, it might be a 5% fee. It might be a 50% fee. So it becomes pretty kind of unprofitable. It becomes a very difficult, specialized endeavor to short stocks, to short like penny stocks, short penny stocks, or short like these kind of like strange, unheard of stocks. If you wanted to short Facebook today, let's see. First of all, let's see if that's easy or hard to borrow. Facebook is easy to borrow, so you could have did that. I would say, since there was bad news, the time to short would have been any break of the pre-market low, just like the momentum to the other side, except now we're on the other side. Does that make sense? So let's look at that from this perspective. Let's zoom out a little bit. Okay. So press this button. I think that should bring it up. Yeah, cool. I'm starting to get used to this drawing tool. All right, so if you were able to get in pre-market, this would have been a great entry when it broke the pre-market low in pre-market. If you were not able to get into that pre-market, then you would wait for it to break the pre-market low during the market, which was right at the open, right there. So you have entrance 1 and you have entrance 2. Two different entrances, one pre-market and one not. And then you just follow pivot point trading. As long as it doesn't break any of the prior highs, you're still in the trade. So let's see how far this would have went. Touched it, that's fine. We don't set hard stops. That would have been just fine. We're getting tested right there. And we start to grind upward against it, and that was a first sign that we might want to take out. We could be babysitting that stop. We find this hard pullback, and it just keeps continuing. Somewhere in here could have been your exit. If for whatever reason you're watching the level 2 and you were able to stay in, then it still went sideways on you all day for the rest of the day, and you would have still been in, and I think you would have finally said, okay, I throw in the towel here, probably. But if not, then you're still in good shape because it just went sideways for the rest of the day. Get out at the end of the day. Essentially, your move that you would have captured there, and it would have been easy to borrow, would have been from either market hours from here or pre-market all the way from even higher, and that would have gotten you like 339 from the first entrance, 339 down to like 325. So 325 divided by 339 would have been about 4%, a 4% move. But it would have been easy to borrow, so that's good. You wouldn't have to pay any locate fees. I asked about how to enter after a power bar, but my power went out due to weather. Oh, did it? Oh my goodness, that's crazy. I was asking you, did you miss it? No, all I said, Brandon, was, yes, that's a good idea. And did you have a ticker in mind that I could look at? And then we were like waiting for you. And nope. Happy to illustrate that. Who asked about this shorting thing? Does that make sense, Chowder? There you are, Chowder. King Jimmy, sorry if this is an obvious question, new here, but when you post your alerts, is that the time of entry when you enter? It's supposed to... Oh, there it is. Okay. Right, correct. Yeah. That's right, Jamal. All right, Brendan. I don't know. Maybe your power went out again. Give him another second here. Okay, cool. Oh no, here we go, Brendan. Oh no, sorry, just a general question. Sometimes you'll get a power bar with no suitable setup beforehand. Didn't know if there was a method to still take a trade after. Yeah, but look at this. I'll have to draw this blank, I guess. Let's see, clear screen. And let's just... move this over here, I guess. I don't know if it's going to be weird and be glitchy or something. But okay. If you have the moving averages going, moving like this, and then you have a power bar going through that, mostly to the upside, or it starts on the 20 and moves up from it, that's outstanding. You'd be happy to get in, halfway into that power bar. As long as it's like, it might not be over yet, igniter bar. And then, what was I going to say about that? Then you get in after that. But, what I was going to say is, however, if the thing is going off of the 20 moving average, and it's getting really extended, and then all of a sudden it does this huge power bar like that, that's the complete fucking opposite. That's called an exhaustion bar. So it's like, you have to know where these bars are relative to 20 moving average, or you don't know, or to a trend, or you don't know if this is an exhaustion bar, which is the end, or a power bar, which is the beginning. So, it's just another example of how nothing is 100% in trading. Because in one situation, that's a power bar for entry, and in another situation, that's an exhaustion bar for exit. Funny. I have a TikTok on that one. ABC setup seems to work a lot. ABC setup comes often. Yeah, it does. It can come on. It can show up. It works a lot, but it doesn't show up super often. But when it does, it works a lot. There have not been a lot of ABC CD setups in the last few months. Really strange. Really strange. But that's what happens is strategies kind of like go in and out of trend, out of season, out of fashion. I'll sometimes see tiny candles with very high relative volume. That won't mean anything. Price is more important than anything. But when price moves and it's without volume confirmation, that can be a signal that it's a false move. Because, not everybody was along for the ride. All right, you guys. Thanks for hanging out. The closing bell chat. Maybe we'll do this from time to time until we get this streams working. I'll see you tomorrow morning, everybody, 30 minutes before the opening bell. Have a good rest of the evening.